Yo, what's up, friends and family? Today we're going to talk about Soundwave and the what ifs and the what could be's, and the potential and stuff. I think everybody loves Soundwave, right? I mean, there's just something about his like cold, stoic demeanor, yet kind of, contrasted with his like warm loyalty to some degree, to Megatron. And like, I don't know, dude, he's a beast, dude. I love Soundwave. Soundwave was actually my first Transformer. And I'm wondering if, many of y'all out there might say the same, especially G1ers back in the day, because Soundwave was kind of everywhere. But in this video specifically, I want to talk about the pile driver modes and kind of like the tape gimmick overall. These builds have been shared on the channel, probably in like some shorts form or something like that. But I don't think I've ever done a video on them. And so I may as well just kind of pay them the proper respects, I always thought, the whole tape gimmick. I mean, I love it. I love the whole tape gimmick, but I wish there was more. I wish there was more, meaning like I wish somehow Laserbeak could give Soundwave wings. Once the tape went inside him, he would take on like that power somehow. Or if like, I don't know, like these dudes, case in point over here, like once they would go inside the chest, like Rumble over here, the core Rumble. Yep, I said Rumble and not Frenzy. That's what the package says. He would get the pile drivers, It just seems like kind of like a layup in terms of toy gimmick. And I had always hoped that they could do that. Another thing that I always wish that they could have done is if the tapes somehow combined, if the tapes somehow all combined into like a gestalt, I think that would be super crazy. Engineering is probably pretty tough considering what they turn into already. But anyway, yeah, I thought it'd be super duper cool if there was some type of like gimmick that, I don't know, that went beyond more than just going in the chest, which I think is cool already. But if they could do this, if they could hook him up with like the weapons and the powers that his tape has, that would be tight. There was that one episode in G1 where like Megs and Ops are fighting, and Megs is hella cheating, and all the different Decepticons give him their like little power chip and stuff, and he's able to take on their powers and abilities. Yo, I always thought Soundwave would be the number one candidate for that, considering you can just pop stuff in all the time, So anyway, yeah. So this one over here is made using the Siege Soundwave. I mean, it could be any tape figure really. I do love how the Rumbles, like the purple and the blue and whatever this color is kind of contrasted really well against there. And he's super duper easy to make. Is he in the proper focus? I don't know. He's super duper easy to make. You do need that core Rumble, and the Rumble comes with his little back guns, and he comes with the pile drivers. He does not come with those bits over there, and those are from the Bumblebee Cliffjumper bazooka. You cannot use one bazooka. You need to use two because these parts are identical. Meaning at the end, there's a male port that plugs into the back of the back of the pile driver like that. So both of the pieces have to look like that. But I imagine, considering the amount of mold mates that Hasbro puts out and repaints, I'm sure many of y'all got one Bumblebee and one Cliffjumper. And so if you have that, it's really easy. Just plug that in right here, plug in the pile driver, and plug in the gun. Bada bing, bada boomski. And then all the other guns, I mean, I don't know, you can just figure it out wherever you want, But that's our first guy over here. The second guy, he's a little bit of a different. He's a little extra. This, by the way, I didn't know how rare the Walmart Soundwave is, and somebody on one of the videos or Insta or something like that was like talking about, oh, that subtle flex, and I didn't understand what they meant until I realized that this Soundwave is super expensive. But fear not, friends, I have seen leaked photos where they showed this guy alongside like the legacy stuff. So my guess is that eventually the Walmart license is going to expire because they have an exclusive on him. And once that license expires, he's going to be available in, standard stores and stuff like that. That's at least my guess. And I think it's going to work like that because why else would they tease him in that artwork? Because that's what Hasbro's typically been doing, right? They tease upcoming stuff and they like hide little Easter eggs in the art. And so, yeah, he was there. And so I definitely think he's gonna grace the shelves in a more wider release, and I hope they do the same for Cosmos. I mean, thankfully for me, Timbo went out and got one for me. I appreciate that, Timbo, by the way. And he went hunting left and right to find that Cosmos. I never found one. I never seen one in person. And there are all these rumors that he was going to be available, this and that. But like, I don't know, man. I think he's super duper rare. So hopefully he gets a wide release, and so everybody can come up on him without having to pay like scalper prices. Yeah. All right. So this guy, these are from the Masterpiece Rumble and Frenzy. And I had no intention of of doing anything with these. But I distinctly remember I was in my room and I was going out to get something, and I was passing by my desk and there was a bunch of accessories there. Toy God was like, "Hey, take the Masterpiece pile drivers and plug them into the little guy's leg." I was like, "What?" And Toy God was like, "I told you, take the pile drivers and plug them into the legs. They're gonna fit perfectly." And I did, and dude, what can I say? What can I say? And then you just extend that peg right there. Then you plug them in. Then you got Operation Tidal Wave, you know. And you can do the same for Frenzy over here as well. So easy, so simple, you know. And yeah, it's one of those weird Toy God inspirations. And it just happened. Sometimes I'm in the middle of a build and Toy God will tell me, "Don't do that, do this," or like something like that. But sometimes it's just straight out of the blue. Like the two ratchet combiners. Yeah, Toy God was like, "I want you to fuse those things." And that was happening as I was leaving work. And so, yeah, I don't know. I don't know when or why Toy God speaks to me. Timbo speculated that perhaps it's a future me in another timeline and in another dimension speaking to me. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? That's closer to some of my not ideation, but it's stuff that I've thought about. Yeah, I can't really articulate myself right now, but anyway, I think these are fantastic. I think these are really, really fantastic. And so, if you have your self a set of the Masterpiece pile drivers, and you have the Rumble and Frenzy tapes, or you got the new Core one, and you got a couple of Bumblebee blasters, you can do this at home, and I think it looks really, really good. And you can play around them, put them on your shelf, not throw them around, but they got good presence. Especially this guy. It looks really, really good. Yeah, I mean, you too. You're fantastic. Yeah, except he is a little chunk, huh, compared to this guy. Huh. Looks a little bit more svelte. Anyway, friends, thank you so much for joining me as always. Hope you all are entertained. Honestly, I wish I could do more builds in the morning, but man, time has been super duper tight. And yeah, just doing what I can. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and helping the channel grow. We're almost at 5K, or maybe by the time this video hits, we will be at 5K. But my gratitude towards y'all. Whew. I gotta go home now. All right, see ya, bye.